Your website needs content. It's as simple as that. I'm only going to focus on written content for the purposes of our discussion here. 5 pages are just not enough to have an impact in search. Google has many facets to its algorithm. One of them has to do with expertise. If your website does not have a lot to say on a topic, then why should it trust yours as the best result for any of the search terms? Please don't fill my comments up with one example that someone has shown you before. I'm talking about the big picture here. There will always be the one exception. Let me ask you this. What confidence would you have in a book on the topic of winemaking that had 7 pages? Now, this is an exaggerated analogy, yes, but I think you see my point. Maybe a book is a good way to look at your website. Each chapter can be a main topic, and the subtopics, individual pages and/or blog posts. By the way, I like to have very few pages on my website and many blog articles. I'll get into more detail in a different video. But always keep in mind that Google is looking for signals. They can be found elsewhere online, and they are definitely picked up on your website itself. Internal links. That is clickable links from one page on your website to another page on your website. These are actually more important to the algorithm than most people realize. So the more opportunities that you have, i.e. pages on your website, the more internal links you can have to those other pages. If you have a page on the topic of grape fermentation, is there a link on that page to another on the topic of how alcohol affects the taste of red wine? I think you can see how Google would find this helpful. Having more content also provides variation in the keywords your website has a chance to rank for. With less than 10 pages on your website, there's only so many opportunities available. More pages allow you to focus on individual subject matter. Here's my examples. How many varieties of wine grapes are grown in Greece? Where in Greece is wine grown? How to plan a trip to Greece for wine tours? Best food pairings for Greek wine? And where can I buy Greek wines in Philadelphia? By the way, if you've never tried a Greek St. George's grape wine, you are missing out. You want to have your content well thought out, but not to the point that it will prevent you from creating it. I'd rather have 100 pages of B work than 4 pages of A+, and here's why. You publish and see how it performs. Then you can go back and improve. Now, this isn't always the strategy a lot of people will go through, but again, what it comes down to is those are people who probably already have websites that are ranking well and driving lots of traffic, and then they can really start focusing in on brand new individual pages. This is not a bad strategy. I'm talking about small businesses that are just starting out. This is what I would do. The best part is that Google will often reward pages that are updated regularly. Perfection stifles production. Here, I'm talking on video, and I assure you I could have tightened up my discussion, improved my script, but it may have prevented me from getting this done. And here is my most important advice. Make it your own content. Unique conversation is invaluable. Your perspective and how you approach a topic make it different than everything else online. Search engines are not fond of ranking all of the same very similar pages for the top results. Your experience provides you an opportunity to express your own voice and allow for even different opinions. This is your strength. If you usually talk to technical people, then write that way. If you talk using slang and explain ideas as basic as possible, then go with that. Allow others to edit and make recommendations, but don't leave it there. Always review those changes and recommendations. You know your audience better than anyone because likely you've talked with customers more than anyone. If they want to write it differently, then have them create content and add it to the website under their name. Until next time.